Hey guys, it's Viviana Lourdes and welcome to my channel. I need to get my kitchen clean. My kitchen was neglected yesterday, so that means it puts us behind today. The kids are playing with their toys and stuff like that in the living room, so we're gonna try to get this done real fast. Speed clean with me, and we have to hurry. The dish is horrendous. We need to put them away and get them washed, so let's go ahead and do that. So the first start in resetting my kitchen was these dishes. I am just tired of looking at them. They honestly were an eyesore, and they were really just, bothering me all morning. But I have to get to it. They ain't gonna wash themselves, and I don't have a dishwasher, unfortunately. Actually, a funny story is that when we moved into this house and they were redoing my kitchen, my father-in-law was like, yeah, you don't need a dishwasher, you have to wash them by hand. So like he took the cord of washing it and unplugged it, and I don't know, some plumbing stuff, basically made it to where I cannot have a dishwasher. I had the line for it, but they actually took the line out and just put it back into the sink. I don't know, closed it off. In other words, he says I didn't need a dishwasher, but he ain't over here washing these dishes. So this morning I was looking at them. I said, you know what? I'm gonna skip them, and I got to them in the afternoon. Really had to reset and do them really quickly because I was in a rush with these two toddlers running around my house, crazy little babies. So I had to do them. There was no second guessing it. And they were pretty high, to be honest. I never let them get that high. I usually have to do dishes like 2 to 3 times, even 4 times some days. But, that's the life that I'm living right now. I obviously do want to purchase a dishwasher in the future. It would probably save me a lot of time and have to pay someone to, like, put the line back in and whatever, fix whatever he did, unfortunately. um yeah, so that's honestly my biggest thing is now I need to like stick up to people. I think someone just tells you something, oh, okay, yeah, and I fell for it, and now I'm the one paying the price 5 years later. So yeah, definitely in the future we are going to get a dishwasher because mama needs a break. This is just out of ordinary for me. I grew up with a house with a dishwasher. So for me to come and wash these dishes by hand, every single day, 3 times a day, is just like I'm not getting paid enough for this. And I'm gonna have to put in my 30-day notice, honestly. But nah. Not washing by hand, honestly, I feel like you get more of a cleaner feel than putting them in a dishwasher because the dishwasher can't get all the nooks and crannies like we can. Okay, the mamas know. The mamas know that the dishwasher can't really get up in the nooks and crannies like we can. So I was just honestly finishing this load. I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? It's about to be Mother's Day. And I forgot to make any plans for my mom. And thank God, fast forward now that I'm posting this video, I'm doing the voiceover. I ended up taking my mom out to Cracker Barrel and making her like a little gift basket and got her a little ring. So she actually really enjoyed it and had lots of fun. Shout outs to her. But yeah, these kids were just, playing and doing their thing. Adalea is so big. Y'all see her wrestling with this car. Mateo was, doing a puzzle, and she just kept bothering him, honestly. No other way to put it. So right now, at the end of the time I do my dishes, I always like to scrub my sink, get the soap, pump some soap on there, and just give it a good old scrub with some hot water to get up in those nooks and crannies, okay? And then I really just run the water on there and clean it real good. Make sure all that food and everything gets into the food catchers. That way I can dump those food catchers and empty them out. And then I like to put a little bit of bleach, hot water, and some Ajax. And if I'm feeling like seasoning up my sink, then I'll put a little bit of Fabuloso. But Today I was just speeding through, and you could really see the difference. Like, that sink was neglected in one day. It gets like this. Literally, the dishes from last night, because I was too damn tired, and it gets like this. And I scrub my sink every time. So, you have to take care of that sink. You have to take care of that sink. If not, you'll get bugs up in there. So, you have to take care of that sink. Always, always, always clean your sink. You have to. Um, Thank God I got this done within probably 15-20 minutes. This little quick speed clean. The dishes is the part that took the longest, but scrubbing down the tables and everything else was really just me just have to hurry, hurry, hurry before these babies start. They were doing pretty good playing with each other. They were playing blocks. He was doing a puzzle. She was riding her car. So, as a mama, you just got to keep them busy. Keep them busy so that way you can do what you got to do and make sure that your house is put together and that your kids are safe and they're living in a clean environment. Um, I just wipe any water around my sink around off and make sure that it's nice and dry. Oh God, I forgot about these balloons, guys. These balloons will give me a run for my money. My son's third birthday party just happened, and I've had these balloons up for 2 weeks, so they had to go. They hate to see me with the knife. My son was like, "No, mommy, no," but no, baby, they had to go. I took them down, I went outside, and then I popped them with a damn needle. And the poor dude was looking at me like he wanted to cry, but I told him it's okay, you'll get some next year. And then he kind of like laughed about it and then went upon what he was doing. So, yeah, that was the first step to getting my area situated. Then I just cleaned off the table with our placemats. I honestly want to get like I guess they're like the clear things that go on the table. So if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know for that, because these placemats get so dirty, the table gets so dirty. The kids, I ain't getting a glass table in my next lifetime, let me tell you that. So I'm wiping this table down and I'm like, "Oh my God, look at all these fingerprints." Lots of fingerprints on the bottoms, on the side, everywhere, under the table, around the table. It was just atrocious. Absolutely horrendous. But it took me a good, I want to say like 5 minutes to do that table. That table almost took as long as the damn dishes. Um, but yeah, so at this point, I'm like, "Whew, good thing I mopped today." I was like, "That's the end of this." But then I looked over to the high chairs and I said, "Oh no. Oh no, we need to clean those high chairs." The high chairs were looking looking neglected. Them kids just had all kinds of little crumbs all over from breakfast, and I had to reset it for lunch. So, I had to do it. I had to do it. My baby's couldn't sit there. And then I saw this corner, and I'm like, "Oh no, we need to get this situated. How are we gonna have a clean kitchen with this cleaners in the way?" So I put them away where they go. I organized that little corner a little bit, and then I scrubbed these high chairs down. Within, 20, I want to say about 20 minutes, we did a good reset. It was honestly motivational. So if this is not your sign that you need to clean your kitchen, go ahead and get up. I know you don't want to get up, but go ahead and get up and clean that kitchen. You have to. I mean, look how fast it took me. Once I, had to do it, I did it, and now I feel much better, and I resetted it, and now I don't have to worry about anything at all except for the oven. The oven was my last step. I had already scrubbed the microwave off camera. But this oven, this gas oven is the biggest headache of my kitchen. So taking it apart and really scrubbing all the grease and gas residue, I guess you would call it, ashes, that almost took as much as the table and that. So I was like, "Ooh, I'm cutting it close. Baby girl is getting cranky. I need to scrub, 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 scrub and finish this thing off." Because baby girl only lasted about 3 minutes. Let me tell y'all, she does not play about her milk. But yeah, guys, definitely let me know if you enjoyed this voiceover. Or if y'all want to hear like a little bit of music and voiceover. Honestly, tell me what y'all like so that way I can make it. And I hope y'all really enjoyed. And thank you.
Okay, we got done right on time because it is somebody's milky nap time right now. So she's ready for it. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe.